Hey guys, Conky here. Today I'm doing a commentary over a gameplay. It's a very amazing gameplay, which I really want to make clear to you guys. One of my mates recently actually got a Moab in search, and that's what you're seeing here. I'll leave his channel link in the description. That's if he even has one. He's one of my really good friends in real life, but but yeah, I've never seen any gameplay similar to this at all. Like he went on by himself, and yeah, somehow managed to pull this out of his ass. So it's a long gameplay, and I've got a long thing to talk about, so I may as well just get straight into it. So I pretty much wanted to do the topic which everyone's been asking me a lot about recently. It's basically my Guitar Hero story, which kind of sounds a bit gay, but it actually got from the point where it went from being like a gay little hobby that I wasted my life on into something that actually became rather serious. So basically my whole story was I think it was year 9. I had we had like a sleepover at the school or some shit where basically just fucked around in the gymnasium and stuff, and people brought video games and all that kind of crap. And one of my mates, he brought Guitar Hero 2, the PS2 I think, and I ended up playing it for about 20 minutes, and I really enjoyed it, and I really got into it. And I was one of the only ones that could play it above easy, like I could play on medium, and yeah, I had a bit of fun. And then that was about October that year or something. And I begged my mum for it for Christmas, so she got me it, which was probably the biggest mistake of her life she ever would have made. When I got that game, I wasted so much time on it, like more so than I have on COD or any other game or RuneScape or anything like that back in the day. Like, when I played this, I fucking played the shit out of it. Like every day after school, I would waste my weekends doing it. Like Dad would ask me to come surfing, and I'd say no because I want to play this game and stuff. And it wasn't actually very healthy for me because I ended up developing a pretty hectic rage habit as I started to get better and better as well, because I'm a really big perfectionist. Like if I don't hit all the notes, I get really mad. Or if I don't improve my score, I get really mad. And when it gets to a more extreme level of playing the game, like obviously when you're playing medium and shit, it's fucking no big deal. It doesn't really matter. But I started playing the game more and more, and I started getting into the whole YouTube scene when I watched a couple of videos by a few people, and I started realizing that it was, I was actually pretty good at the game, and I started recording the videos with my iPhone. No, I didn't even have an iPhone. Fuck, it was like a shitty old phone that I had that I could record crappy quality videos on my SD TV, and yeah, so I got really into that, but as I said, it was developing a really unhealthy rage habit, and I ended up smashing a few of my guitars. At first, this is because I was I think I was in year 10 now, which is getting a bit older, but still at a bit of a younger age, and I got really mad, and after I broke my first guitar, I managed to hide it and snag a new one off a mate, and my mum didn't find out, or my dad, and then the second time they actually overheard me doing it, and they weren't very happy with it. Here's my phone. Oh. Yeah, but so yeah, after that, it pretty much got to the point where my parents banned me from it for a couple of months because they wouldn't let me buy a new guitar. And in the end, they gave up again and just said, "Hey, look, go buy another one if you want. I can't really do much about it," so I did. And then I guess I still kind of had a bit of I was a bit angry at the game sort of thing. And this is as I started getting towards more playing on expert and that kind of shit. And yeah, then I started to get really good. I managed to 5-star all the songs in the game, and it became more and more serious to me. Like I started posting more videos. I started getting noticed a little bit more and all that kind of shit. So it turned into pretty much a bit of a thing for me, and everyone kind of knew. No one knew how good I was except my closest mates, because I didn't want anyone to find out about it. It was pretty embarrassing topic at the time. What are you going to tell your mates, that you're fucking really good at Guitar Hero and shit? No one wants to hear that. And especially going through the whole puberty thing and shit, when you want girls to like you and stuff, it's it's the last thing you want people to know. So the most significant event, I guess, it was I had to go away for a few days because I actually won a Guitar Hero competition, and I got to fly over to the Gold Coast to go play. And I won in the first competition. I won. It was just a local shop one at Time Zone. And I won. I think it was $100 JB, $100 Time Zone, and a little gift bag thingy. And then the next thing I won was when I went to the state one. I actually, you know, got pretty serious. I won $250 to spend at JB, 250 at Time Zone, and yeah, free flights and accommodation for me and a family member to the Gold Coast for 2 days. And obviously I needed an excuse to say, look, I'm going to the Gold Coast for 2 days. So I to get time off school. So I told one of the deans of my house that, hey, look, I'm not going to be at school for a few days. Yeah, like, and he's like, oh, why is that? And I said, well, I actually won a Guitar Hero competition and I have to fly over there to play. And he thought that was really cool. Like, I was surprised. And but the thing is, I still hadn't told any of my friends where I was going. I just said I had to go see family or something. And then the next morning, it was in the notices, which were read out to the whole school every morning. And it said, congratulations to Mitch, who has won a chance to play in the Gold Coast National fucking competition for Guitar Hero. And I shat myself. I wanted to go hide in a fucking corner. Like, you know, obviously I'm not in the fucking pop the group or anything. I was just embarrassed. I expected to get shit from everyone. But the result was really surprising, because it was, yeah, like I didn't, it got to the point where I guess it's kind of surpassed the point where it's really fucking gay, and then it's like, hey, look, this guy's winning money for playing a game. Like, it's kind of the whole serious games thing, where it goes from playing any game, like just, you know, wasting your life on it, till the fact where you actually become like elite at the game, I guess. And, you know, you start making money, and like, it's a pretty insane thing. Like, it's pretty cool to be able to do something that I really enjoy to do to make money. So I guess, and then I ended up came third in that competition, and that's pretty much my only real significant event. I kept playing once I got the computer and all that kind of shit. Like, I played Guitar Hero Customs, but that was pretty much it. And that was the most significant event that kind of happened. And after that, everyone realized that it all came out that I had a YouTube channel, and everyone knows what I do, really. And so that's what I wanted to tie into this topic. Basically, a lot of my friends on the internet scene that I've been talking to recently have had a bit of a dilemma with, you know, sort of coming. It's almost like fucking being, I don't know, you can relate it to like coming out, being gay. Like, fucking people are embarrassed to come out about this kind of stuff, you know. Like, a lot of people that are really into gaming, and like I know a lot of the Raw members are the same. They don't tell anyone about their life as a gamer. And obviously, like, you know, I've got people that are mates who have girlfriends that don't know, who have family members that don't know, anything like that. And it's kind of just, I'm just going to discuss my sort of experience with it and what happened. So obviously my parents knew for a very long time what I used to do. They didn't really understand it though, and they just thought it was an absolute waste of time. They didn't really get it. They were just like, well, why are you posting these videos? And that was before I actually started to make money off YouTube. And that was only really earlier on this year. And if you guys don't know, I have a couple of videos that actually have over a couple of 100,000 views, which is what's tipped my channel into the millions of views. So yeah, I only really started to play COD this year, and that's kind of all when everything came out, I guess. A lot of people started to see my videos and everything like that, and pretty much it got to the point where I was just like, you know what, fuck it, I'm not going to hide it anymore. Like, I've always had a bit of issue with what people think of me. I've always had trouble sort of proving myself to my friends and all that kind of shit, and it's basically gotten to the point for me now, especially at the age I'm at now. Like, I'm 19, you know, obviously not many 19-year-olds still play games like at the way I do, and it's just basically, who gives a fuck? I don't give a shit, you know. Like, I play it in my free time. I go to uni. I have a full-time job pretty much. You know, I earn plenty of money to get me by. I go out quite a bit. You know, I do stay inside more than a lot of people my age, but it's because I'm doing what I enjoy. That's basically the whole thing. You shouldn't be embarrassed to do what you enjoy. So, you know, all my friends now know what I'm like. I seriously can discuss, like, I don't. One thing I hate is people that discuss COD with me when I'm out and about. Like, I don't like discussing games, really, say, out in public and shit like that. It's awkward and weird. Like, you know, I feel free to ask me absolutely anything on Twitter or fucking YouTube, anything like that. It's fine. I don't mind. Like, everyone knows that I'm a gamer now and all that kind of stuff, and it doesn't bother me. But you know, still, I have a rather fucking good social life. I'm happy with it, you know. I've had a couple of girlfriends here and there, and yeah, it's just like I just like to live the way I want to live, do what I do. You know, I still surf, that kind of stuff, and it shouldn't really affect your life too much. It's not. I don't believe that my YouTube channel is going to take me anywhere extreme or anything. It's seriously just a bit of a hobby on the side. With the money I've made, managed to buy my PVR, I bought my Astros, and I also bought my Xbox. So, you know, I've made enough money to sort of be happy, you know, gaming wise, I guess. Yeah, just but yeah, so you know, I paid for all my stuff. So everything I have in front of me now, which I used to play, it's all been paid for by YouTube, and I use all my money. Like I'm pissed off that I have to buy Halo and stuff in a few days. Like, I don't like spending my money on that kind of stuff. I've got plenty of other things to spend my money on. So basically what I wanted you guys to take out of this commentary is I'm sure you all have your own different opinions on like getting. I know people that still get bullied for playing games and all that kind of stuff, but seriously, like you just can't be embarrassed like about that kind of stuff. Seriously, like it was always funny because the popular kids in my school, they used to like I started playing COD with a couple of my schoolmates before before it became more popular, before Black Ops came out. And then, you know, next minute, fucking all the popular kids in my school, like all the jocks or whatever you want to call them, they're all playing COD. And, you know, it's pretty much like, what the fuck, you know? Like, so, yeah, you should just always do what you want to do and have fun. So, if you guys have any more questions about this and kind of stuff, like, feel free to ask. I really hope you enjoyed the gameplay. I know it was a bit long and a bit draggy, but I wanted to speed it up and stuff, but it didn't really turn out the best, so... Yeah, I'm thinking of handing this gameplay into Amazing Films or something, because it's actually pretty fucking beast. You know, who does this shit with a gold M16 silence and stuff, so I really hope you enjoyed the video, guys. Feel free to ask anything else you want to hear. Sorry if I've repeated myself at all. But yeah, this has been Conky, guys. Peace!